Paulie's superior strength over Jack Reacher is demonstrated in a startling scene from Episode 5 of Reacher Season 3, which heightens the suspense for the impending confrontation between the two characters. Since Paulie is portrayed in Lee Child's Persuader as a 7-foot, muscle-bound giant, casting her was always going to be the most difficult aspect of Reacher Season 3. Even the title character in the original Lee Child Jack Reacher novel is intimidated by Paulie's enormous size. However, by appointing Olivier Richters, the Dutch giant, to play Paulie, Reacher Season 3 found the ideal Paulie. It was difficult to ignore Paulie as a legitimate threat to Jack Reacher in Season 3, given that Olivier Richters is almost a foot taller than Alan Ritchson. The fact that Paulie is not only larger than Jack Reacher but also far stronger and more vicious than him has become even more clear after one scene from Reacher Season 3's Episode 5. The final battle between the two characters is more anticipated now that their power scales have been revealed. In Episode 5 of Season 3, Reacher confronts Paulie for killing Annette. Most characters would have retreated and refrained from intensifying their confrontation with the Alan Ritchson character, given Reacher's size. However, Paulie attempts to infuriate him even more by referring to him as a stupid man. In response, he lashes out at him, asking if he's willing to do something about it. Reacher interprets Paulie's statement as an invitation to fight, underestimating him. Reacher has been able to defeat his opponents with a single blow in numerous earlier action sequences from the detective series available on Amazon Prime Video. To his astonishment, though, the Reacher Season 3 antagonist hardly bats an eye when he strikes Paulie in the ribs. Reacher is struck in the face by Olivier Richters' character before he can even comprehend Paulie's strength. Reacher struggles to comprehend how easily Paulie controlled him, losing his balance and falling to the ground after just one slap from Paulie. Reacher spits blood and discovers that one side of his face is red when he gets back to his room a short while later. Paulie is far stronger than Reacher, as evidenced by his incapacity to defend himself. When it came to a one-on-one battle, the majority of Reacher's opponents from earlier seasons were hardly competitive. He had a major advantage over the majority of the villains from Seasons 1 and 2 due to his enormous size and experience as a military police officer. But in Season 3 he finally encounters a character who is not only larger than him but also far more powerful. Reacher's inevitable battle with Paulie is made even more exciting by this shift in his relationship with his adversary. The odds will be stacked against Reacher when the two characters finally engage in combat because of Paulie's enormous size and skill. Reacher also appears to have come to the realization that he cannot defeat Paulie with his strength after their confrontation in Episode 5 of Season 3. Because of this, it would be intriguing to observe how Reacher will use both strength and intelligence to devise original strategies for defeating Paulie. There is a brief scene in Reacher Season 3 Episode 4 where Alan Ritchson teaches Zachary Beck's son Richard how to fight. He reminds Richard that he would frequently be outmatched in strength by his opponents. He must therefore plan ahead rather than depending solely on the force of his blows if he hopes to prevail in a battle. Richard is even urged by Jack Reacher to use his intellect rather than his strength and to cheat if it means winning a battle. This scene seems to hint that if Reacher's strength is insufficient to defeat Paulie, he will eventually turn to dirty fighting. It will take Reacher a long time to discover Paulie's weakness because he rarely encounters villains who are stronger than him. But after he accomplishes that in Reacher Season 3, he will be able to murder Paulie before the antagonist uses his overwhelming strength to crush him.